Ooh, Ajax rolled it at 20.
And it makes sense. Of course, Ajax of all people.
Yeah, that first one that says Ajax was actually Del rolling.
Being a Mandalorian is probably some weird things.
I think you have some unfair advantages here. Oh, I'll just roll for these two characters.
Hey!
Note to self, we need to split them up as soon as possible.
Oh.
Wait a minute. That's why Ajax wants to go to Nila.
No, that's not even... No.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Well,
Okay.
don't worry, GM. There's going to be people objecting to that.
Okay, so Ajax knows that it's a Claudite.
And that they're shapeshifters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a Claudite. They can change their physical appearance. How tall are Claudites normally? Because aren't Triani pretty tall, like approaching 7 feet tall? Or the male shorter?
Yeah, he was not as tall as Kalani, but he was still fairly tall.
Good.
I'm clearly force sensitive. I think we might have underestimated these Sith, the things at their disposal.
Doesn't make any... What doesn't make any sense to me is if he's been with us the whole time, and he allowed us to kill several members, high-ranking members of their Sith, while undercover.
Maybe he's not with them.
Or he was their backup plan.
Okay, I'm just gonna retcon and say he's like on the verges of death, because it'd be way more epic if you could actually talk to him. So he's on the verges of death. He's about to die.
Then I'm going to use my special
His mind is too damaged for that. I just want you to be able to talk to him for funsies.
I've been poking at him. I'm like, oh, hey, he looks like he's a little alive still. And, like,
I'm still gonna
put him on his
try.
back.
He can gurgle. Poke him some more. Answer me.
Yeah.
I have to try.
So he looks up at you all and like, yeah, it's like a gurgling laughter.
I lean in. I look at him.
Here's what happens.
So he says, well, thanks for killing Darth Sergius for me, but it comes to naught.
And then, as that happens,
Wait, we're trying to talk to him. Why are you
So what are
doing
you
that?
doing?
What?
What are you doing?
Okay, well, that was his last words.
I think he needs a dark side point for that.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think you do get a dark side point for that.
That
Do
is
not see the video.
so not a team player, letting the rest of us get the info.
Sure, when Ajax tries to kill someone who almost killed him, Pakaz like stabs him with his staff, and like when Ajax already almost dead, this time Pakaz just does it anyway.
Like, I did that before anyone else could do that. I mean, as far as roles go, so that you know what I intended to do, I might have let him continue talking, but I just wanted to get the roles out there.
But yeah, so you hear him chokingly say what he said, and then he just like gurgles in pain, and then his body goes completely limp.
And right before he goes limp, the mind shark.
That was what made him go limp.
Yeah, you killed him before you could say anything.
But anyway, so from your use of the Force, which was a pretty good roll, but although his mind was severely damaged and injured, you got a couple thoughts from him, and from that, you can conclude that he was a member of Crew Face Claws known as Darth Vikra.
And that name is what you hear Pakaz whisper. That's really not like whisper, just like quiet.
Okay, I'm trying to remember that
Mine.
name was.
It was the one that Pakaz was controlling.
Oh, this seems more fitting. This all seems very fitting. I should get buddy with my character.
So,
And
so Vikra was a shapeshifter all along, even back then? Okay. Isaac, did you know that?
no, I found it in his mind just now. And then he will walk away.
I said Bazak. That was out of
Okay.
character.
No, I didn't. And I can understand why, because
Karath.
I only saw it from the perspective of what happened during that.
During the vision, yeah, you never saw him
Vision?
shapeshift, yeah.
So we just always thought that he was a Tong, or however it's said.
Yep.
And there was no real reason for me to be given the ability to shapeshift in there. Because even if I had, I don't think he would have used it. I would have needed more background on him to be able to know whether or not he would reveal that. So maybe he was hiding his shapeshifteriness from the other Sith as well. Who knows?
Yeah, but you got the sense since he was talking about Darth Urgius, that he was happy that you guys killed her, quote unquote, for him in the warehouse by blowing her up.
Yeah, and
Yeah, but that's all. Pakea is not everybody else. Everybody else doesn't know this unless he shares.
yeah, that's why I said I just say softly Darth Vikra.
I'm sorry, who?
Was that him all along then?
That was
Why would
nods,
he?
and then walks away back toward into the entrance. His face kind of blank.
So, heading back to get healed up, right? And rather shaken by all this. That was quite a shock. Man, Kyrath, you're really trying to get labeled the evil GM.
He played the devious character well.
And it worked out so nicely because everybody liked him so much. It was actually made me sad that he was evil. I was like, oh wait, maybe I should just change it and make him actually good because everybody seemed to like him so much. And he had a really cool voice. And he
It was
gonna
better
team up
this
with
way.
Kaz. And I was like, oh, that's sad. It made me sad that he was evil.
Yeah, Kaz just goes back in and does the droid things.
Welcome back, John. How much did you miss?
I left right after what's his name died.
Okay, so you didn't really miss anything then.
Died for real, or the slightly retconned last words?
Oh yeah, that.
What?
Yeah, that second thing.
Turns out, Jello was actually not Sergius, Vikra, Darth Vikra, in disguise, for some reason. And we keyed it.
Okay.
But all we know is that, or all most of the party knows, is that it was Darth Vikra, and that's it.
Just staring at him for a little while. Who's still around the Claudite?
Not me. I'm heading into the medbay again.
Dell, are you still around?
I mean, if you were gonna do something,
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't leave immediately.
Yeah. I'll do so. Yeah. So I'll just pull Dell aside. And I'll say, the reason I think that he didn't do anything about Xerxes' death is they were rivals. He wanted her dead.
Yeah, it makes sense now that we know it's Vikra. Saw in our visions that he tried to eliminate Xerxes and her twin. So it makes sense. Now it makes sense to me why he wouldn't have stopped us.
Out of character, body on the street in front of secret hideout.
Yeah, we were gonna get to that.
Don't look at me. I'm heading into the medbay.
How many members does that leave? Of this crew fake clause?
Well, I believe it's just Xerxes' twin and Darth Krufe himself. Unless he's recruited more to his cause. He probably has.
Then you should watch your back. Speaking as a twin, it's not gonna be let go very easily, or at all. We should hide this body somewhere.
Yeah. Where are we hiding the body? That's an excellent question.
Someplace away from the base. I think it would be better if the men didn't know about this. With morale being the way it is.
Do we have to roll anything to hide the body, Kyrath?
No, I don't know. Is hiding a body something that everyday person can do?
Yes.
Well, yeah, while we were walking by the guards, Geralt would have let them know that there's an enemy corpse outside.
You could find somewhere, and then the one of us who can start fires can maintain a fire and destroy the corpse.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the Resistance has ways to dispose of a corpse if you just bring it inside.
Also that. Also a good idea.
Okay, so do you guys want to start heading towards the spaceport so we can try to wrap that up?
I feel like we need to roleplay John somehow magically getting John there, but
Okay,
I
so
don't-
let's do that.
but I feel like John, I don't know. I don't see a way to convince him.
Well,
I can't see a way in character or out of character
If you-
that would
if you
make
end
that
up talking
bring
to
John's
It's called the
character.
Force.
if you end up talking to Pakaz about it, he'll just suggest that Pakaz holds him and you Morikuro him or you?
No,
do
can we
sneaky
just
thing to him?
not? Can we just not? I don't want to do that to
Okay, so
another
here's
player
my
character.
thinking. My thinking is that, like, the Force in Star Wars is a real thing, even if people like John or Elon don't really believe in it. So, if we're saying that the Force can guide your fate or your destiny, basically, part of John's destiny is to go to Thela with you guys, since he has the shadow on him. So the Force is trying to convince him or compel him to go. So even though it doesn't make sense for his character and he might be upset about it, he's going to find himself wanting to go for convenience of the story, also because that sort of makes sense. So he can RP being upset about it, but he feels compelled by his
so
mysterious
we don't
ghost.
have certain characters in the group trying to kidnap him. Idiots.
I don't want to do that. I do not want to do that to
I
another
mean,
player
that's
character.
not like the first option, and out of character, I don't want to do that. But I know what Kaz would do, and if it comes down to it, that's what Kaz would suggest. If trying to reason with him didn't work.
Saying gone past him.
I know that's what I was saying. I was like, if reasoning with him doesn't work, then we do that.
I mean, it worries me how quickly we all jump to bag and tag our party members. Let's try and maybe talk to our party members and see what their opinion is.
I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm just saying that if Del asked Picaz what to do about it, I'd be like, talk to him, and if all attempts fail, we have that.
John, are you currently present?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to roleplay that conversation?
Okay.
So who starts the conversation?
I feel like every time Del tries to do something, he makes it worse.
I don't know, the perfect person to throw at it. Kalani.
That day.
Well,
Getting
Ajak
healed
could
up
talk to him
again.
soldier to soldier as long as he doesn't mention that he's a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Is it morning yet? I mean, like, what time did all of this happen? In the night?
Yeah, that was in the night.
So, I mean, do we rest first?
Yeah, that's the other question. Do you guys want to leave immediately or do you want to rest through the night and then go?
Kaz went to his room and he's transiting right now.
Out of character, we need to go in the nighttime. Much easier to sneak into someplace and cover up darkness.
Yeah, we should probably go not in the morning.
Okay, which brings us back to the fact that it's like needs to be happening. The conversation needs to be happening right now, right after you go back in while Kalani is being patched up.
Because his force transiting the corner of the room where John is trying to sleep.
Because has 111-22 health.
That's supposed to be a minus. It keeps doing that sometimes for some reason, undoing the negative even after I put it in.
Okay, well, if Pikaz is in a force trance and Kalani's in the mid bay, that just leaves Del or Ajak.
Every time
I'm
Del
just
is trying to talk
imagining-
to John, it just makes it worse.
I'm just imagining Del sitting there, like, tugging on Ajax's shirt, going like, could you talk to him?
Someone's gotta go talk to him. It doesn't make sense for the Router guy to do it. Otherwise, I would. We just gotta start that conversation. Just start it.
What about Dirk?
We're calling in Dirk now.
Yeah, that's actually the best idea. That's literally
Dirk
the best
goes over
idea.
to John and says, "Hey John, I was telling Ajax about the resistance here, and about how I think that we have a good chance of being able to kick the Sith off of our planet, and possibly take out the Rabid Rancors at the same time. Then I'll actually be able to live on my home planet in peace."
Okay.
Yeah, so I know you don't think much of my skills with the blaster, but I do have some pretty handy computer skills, and I was helping Ingrid out, and I've decided, thanks to your example and the others here, that if we want to kick the Sith off of our planet, we actually have to do something about it. Traveling with you guys has definitely broadened my horizons past being an insurance salesman, so I think I'm going to stick here with you and help out the Resistance.
I think that's great.
There's just one slight problem. As you've seen, lots of crazy stuff has been happening, and I don't know, but I don't really know much about the Force, but I trust the others, and Ajax and the others, and Ajax trusts Del, and Del says that the shadow is on us, which is pretty bad, and it seems, and actually, yeah, John actually has heard some of the rumors, because Dirk has heard those rumors, because those are rumors that are present on Ventooine, basically the shadow being like a children's horror tale of planet-destroying evil. So Dirk says, "Yeah, well, I guess if the shadow really is real and as dangerous as they say in the folk tales, then we definitely don't want that on our planet. So if you and I are corrupted somehow and we stay here, our planet may be destroyed by the shadow, which I definitely don't want. So we might have to go to Thela to help them kill the shadow, which, judging at the speed by which the party works, should be pretty quick. So what do you say you and I go to the Thela, get the shadow corruption off of us, and then we both come back here and help kick the Sith off of our planet and take back Ventooine?"
I'm upset about it, but I feel compelled to go with you because reasons.
If you'd like an RP.
Okay, sounds great. Hopefully we'll be back in a day or two. Then Dirk walks over to Del and says, "So, when do we leave? The sooner we leave, the sooner we can get back here."
Yeah, well, as soon as Kalani's ready to go. Kalani, how are you doing?
GM, how am I doing?
Kalani is doing pretty well. How much health is Kalani missing? 52. Yeah, I mean, how many injuries did you take? Yeah, you took some. 20, yeah. I'd say, yeah, if you've been there, you probably have most of your health back. You probably have like 110 out of 120 health. Although you're feeling rather full of Kolto right now.
I think I've got more Kolto in my veins than blood, but I think I'm up for this next mission.
Alright. We should probably head out now. Char will be staying here, or will you be accompanying us at least to that point?
I'll come with you. You could need help.
We're off to see the spaceport, the wonderful
Okay, so
spaceport of
Plakaz,
ships.
what are you going to do with the droids now?
I mean, Plakaz doesn't know what's going on yet. I mean,
You're in a force trance, you can hear everything.
he can, but he's more deep in his thoughts about what just happened because this was a really big blow to Plakaz. I mean, like, a lot of the stuff I was doing in the background over the last couple of sessions was talking with Dirk and Jella and trying to make friends with them.
Well, now you've had 2 Sith friends.
This is a bad Sith friend, though.
Spray it with water. Bad.
And the video I posted in Discord is because his attitude once he found out what happened.
That's why you got a dark side point. There's also a very good mind shard roll.
Was a very good match roll.
And it was the exact power
I hope
that
you feel better, John.
Okay, John, take care.
See you, John.
He is gone. You missed it. Well, if Stell notices that Picasso is not moving, he'll walk over and be like, "Hey, Picasso, you all right?
Yes.
Well, I think we need to head out so we can see if we can save Lexa."
Wait, we're going to get the ship now? Did you hear me?
I did not.
We're going to get the ship now?
Yeah, we're gonna hit the spaceport. Well, it's
Okay.
dark out.
Kaz looks over to the corner right next to him at a pile of 20 blasters. He looks back at Dell. And at a pile, and then at Dell. And then he says, "I think I need to take care of something really quickly first." And I will tell Bob to follow Dell and stay with them. I'll meet up with them outside in a minute. All the little droids too that can move.
Okay. Bob grabs the 2 damaged droids, like chickens, carries them out.
Oh wait, Bob. I was gonna leave those here, and taking them is just gonna be dead weight, and it'll have your hands full.
Affirmative.
We can come back for them later. I already plan on coming back. And because we'll go and try and find one of the people in charge, see if any of them are still awake.
Okay, so is the plan generally to fly the Liaxalim ship to the spaceport and then steal a different ship?
Yes.
I think that was the plan.
Okay, so everybody boards the Liaxalim ship, except for Picasso, who's doing something. What is Picasso doing?
I want to see if any of the leadership is around so that I can have them store my stuff. Or
Yeah,
make
it's
use
like-
of the blaster rifles until I get back.
Here you go, Resistance. Here's some blaster rifles. You can use them, but not permanently. They're actually mine. They're on loan.
They probably need it.
Okay, yeah, there's it's like 1 a.m., so the night shift leader of the Resistance, who's Vancic Saris, will take charge of your weapons if you talk to him.
Yeah, I will talk to him about that and the robots. That's if they can watch them for a couple days.
Okay, he asks you if there's a way to use the droids if they're repaired without the other droids.
Not without going in and reprogramming them. Which you can do because we can redo that later. It's just that they won't listen to you if you don't do that. So
Okay, he'll say that Ingrid might look into that if they have time to fix them. He'll thank you for the loan of the blasters.
Not a problem. And I take 2 of them with me. So it's like 18.
Okay. Bye, little Bob. That's sad.
No more eating Triani brains. Darn, we should have had him try and eat Darth Icarus brains.
I just want to imagine that, like, the corruption has spread when they repair him, so he's always kind of weird like that.
Because they're really bad at fixing droids. Also, taking it all apart to fix Bob that one time. Although, wait, no, he was the one that was left alive. Just kidding.
Could you imagine if the parts from Little Bob they got
No.
Well, I guess it's convenient that it didn't happen.
You'll never be able to find him. Just be invisibly
Yeah, the invisible
stalking you.
Triani stalker. Don't worry, he'll never be able to hit you with an attack. But you won't be able to see him.
and he won't attack you either. He'll just like bite you.
He'll whisper in your ears. Triani brains.
Taste the kitty.
Every time you're in a fight, he starts rooting for you to die.
You wake up in the middle of the night.
Okay, so you guys are on board the station. We need to wrap this up here. So would Ariel like to pilot to a spaceport?
Fly casually, please.
Yes, I will.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, Ariel has some difficulties piloting the ship.
But not flying casual.
Just flying in general. It's so casual, they'll never suspect you of being a competent pilot. It's that casual.
Mhm.
It's like, wow, you
They're
just
like,
ran
wow,
over
who let
people."
their kid drive their nice, fancy, chrome-plated starship this late at night?
They're gonna be in big trouble when morning
Someone's
comes around.
joyriding.
Actually, that's probably what they do think is that somebody let one of the kids snuck out, grabbed their parents'
Space yacht.
ship and took off, because that's what that looks like. It looks like at this time of night. Yeah, that's what I would think.
But apparently nobody is motivated enough to report it to the authorities.
Or someone just thinks it's a drunk pilot.
They either think, oh, we'll let the kids have their fun, or they think, well, those rich people deserve to have their son steal their ship and crash it, potentially, so we're not going to report it out of spite.
Works for me.
Okay, so you guys arrive at the spaceport.
You guys selected a ship. You know where to hack.
We should bring that ship that we took here back.
Assuming it hasn't been confiscated.
True. Let's go steal a really expensive ship. Then we can have enough money to buy them back another one of those things, and to have money left over.
I would just caution you that rich people take out insurances and tracking devices and other things to ensure that that sort of thing doesn't happen.
Oh, that's okay. We don't have to sell it anywhere near here, and we can disable those before they can track us down.
I'm saying you couldn't sell it anywhere in public space. It'd be tagged.
Who said anything about selling it to legal sellers?
Well, I won't be with you when it happens, so what do I care?
Can we at least try to get the one we came in?
Yeah,
See
that sounds good.
see if that's an option before we
Okay,
consider
Jashar says,
stealing.
I'm going to go in there and see what I can learn about the ship stocked here, and see if your ship is still there.
I'll come with you.
Okay, so Jashar and Pakaz go inside. Pakaz, you can roll
Stealth rolls.
stealth. Yeah.
Yeah, don't use that one.
The first one was the best one.
Okay, yeah. So Jashar doesn't stealth. He just walks in and shows like an ID that he has and walks inside. And he goes up and talks with someone like at one of the front desks. Because what do you want to do?
What's he saying?
Or he's asking them about the ships that are docked there, saying that he wants to try to book passage from someone, so he wanted to know if there's anyone who has a ship docked here.
I want to go try and find a place with a terminal where I can look through the ships that are in here that is unattended.
Okay, well this late at night there probably is, so you can roll use computer.
Sets off the alarm so we all get caught. Giant shootout.
There's no such thing as a shootout with Jarrah.
Giant slam out.
No, remember.
Giant deflection of laser
Okay,
bolts
wait a
everywhere.
second.
It's still a
He-
shootout. I didn't say
deflection.
we were gonna get hit by anything.
It's not a shootout if nothing hits.
Stormtroopers disagree.
Yeah, shootout involves the shooting, not necessarily the hitting. It's right there in the name.
and Ajax here and John's here, so like, and the droids
That
are here,
too.
so we'll hit something.
Okay, yeah, because you see that there are a lot of ships docked here.
Which one looks like it? Like it has a lot of utility, as in it would be really valuable as far as components and stuff goes, but not as like, luxury goes.
Yeah, there are there's a couple like yachts. There's also some like retrofitted like freighters, aka like Millennium Falcon like.
The highest tech thing I can find. Therefore, those like when I roll technology, see what I know
Okay.
about ships.
Sure.
That's a respectable roll.
Yeah, so you find one that's pretty good.
I'll find some dark corner and then comms. I found a pretty nice one. And then
Is it owned by the Sith? Dirk asks.
I don't know. That'd be even better.
Well, we probably don't want to steal from an actual legitimate Ventuinian citizen. We should only steal from the Sith.
Does it look like it's a Sith ship?
No, it's like some cargo pilot or like freighter pilot person's ship.
Was there any really nice looking ones that are Sith owned?
There's like one Sith troop like transport that's space capable. There's also like an officer's shuttle. That's it though. The officer shuttle's like a sort of like a luxury yacht, but not that fancy. It's a little bit more like military grade.
Which one do I think is more valuable?
Out of which one?
Out of the Sith ones?
Yeah, that one's better than the other Sith one, but it's less valuable than the other one you found.
Do I think I could? Yeah, we could repair our ship on its proceeds if it were sold.
Yeah, none of the ships in the hangar are worth anywhere near what your ship that you had was worth. And from what you remember of the damage, it was pretty severely damaged, so probably is going to cost a lot to repair it.
Yeah, no, there's no Sith ships here that I can see. There's this nice one though. It's a freighter.
Is there a straight shot to it?
I mean, what do you mean by straight shot? There's bays all around here.
Can you get to it easily without attracting too much attention?
I mean, I'd have to look. Haven't gotten that far in the investigations yet. I will look around. I will look into that and sneak around to try and find out, GM.
Okay. Yeah, it's located in one of the bays over here.
Does it look like it would be easy to get into there?
Yeah, it'd be easy to get into any of the bays here.
Well, comes back. Yes. Should I start working on it?
I turned it down. You guys ready to go?
think so.
Then get started. They'll follow behind you.
Kaz will go to work on shipjacking.
Well, Del, I can't say it's been a pleasant experience, but it's definitely been an interesting one. I think overall I'm glad I met you.
After this mess is over, if you still need help finding your brother, let me know. It's the least I can do for all your help.
One day I just might take you up on that offer.
Also, if you can send Dirk in and get him in here somehow, he'd probably be really helpful with this.
We'll see you later, Del. Take
That's
care, and may the force be with you. And he extends his arm out for a handshake.
Like it's like a handshake?
Well, it's more of a warrior shake, but like
Yeah.
nobody likes to do that because
May the force be with you as well.
I move over to Kalani and I say, well, I definitely miss the shenanigans we used to get into when we were kids. This was a little different.
Great.
But I'm glad I get to see you again. I hope
Same.
this isn't the last.
Indeed.
Jedi need more people like you. It's a hard road to walk, being pure of heart, but you do it well. So, I guess what I'm saying is, don't die.
I shall certainly endeavor to not die.
May the force be with you. And
with you.
keep an eye on the cause.
I know, but that is very
Are you
difficult.
sending Dirk in yet?
I figured he was going on his own.
Well, he doesn't have a stealth device.
He doesn't?
Gerard would have handed it.
Or did
to
Kalani
Yes.
actually give? Oh yeah, never mind. You gave it
Gerard
There,
away.
would
there,
have
there
handed
was
it
some
back,
shuffling
no
around.
matter
Okay.
what.
We're about to head in, Picas.
Okay, Dirk goes to try to sneak in.
No, Dirk, no, no.
Aw, okay, Dirk doesn't go.
I guess I should be able to get us past these guards.
The cause is gonna like start work on getting into the ship.
What if they have facial recognition cameras? Dirk says, like trailing behind you.
Well, we're gonna have to get off world fast, but that was the plan anyway.
Stay safe, Kalani.
You as well.
Remember to keep your right leg a little bit more farther out than you have been. It'll help.
Thanks for the advice.
May the force be with you.
And with you.
Oh wait, I don't need to hack into the ship to get inside. I am dumb. I forgot.
Yeah, who needs Dirk when you have the Force?
No, I mean like I can open it up from the inside after I phase through it.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm gonna need him to like get control of the ship, or I do, or it will be helpful.
Yeah. Okay, so Dell walks up to the guards. Papers and identification.
I messed that up. But
Yeah,
I've got my
because-
speed of 8.
If you're in the ship, you can roll use the Force. Or by the ship.
We're on a
Let's roll
secret.
once I get there.
We're on a mission from the Sith. Disable the cameras. We're free to go.
Okay, we'll do that. They turn and walk inside.
And we're walking. Dell just gestures like an after you kind of motion.
Where did Dell go? He disappeared.
Nope.
Once I get into the ship,
Yes.
I will use the Force to try and feel if there's any people inside.
Okay, yeah, roll use the Force. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is you feel there's a presence of one life aboard the ship, coming from where you would assume would be like a crew quarters or something.
Okay, so to Dell, I will mind message him. There's someone in the ship. Someone, when I open the door, I would need you to come in here and sleepy time him so he don't wake up.
What, you want to take him with us?
No, we'll just put him outside. He'll wake up and wonder why his ship is not here anymore. But
I'll just need your way to get him off the ship.
how?
I'll just convince him that we need the ship and he'll leave.
Yeah, but if we just put him to, if we just like, I mean, he's probably already asleep. But if we, get him out and on the asphalt, and in a super deep sleep, so he'll just wake up and it'll be gone, and no one will know what happened because the cameras are off.
Well, if he's asleep, if he wakes up, I'm just gonna ask him to leave.
Okay. He's asleep though. I probably need to re-up my stealth, so I'll re-stealth.
Did Picas tell us which hangar we were going to?
I'll message sandwich hanger, just in case.
Yeah, so Jashar waves his hand as he walks away from the person at the desk. He comes over to Dell and says, well, since the entire planet is on Sith blockade, they're not letting any ships out of the spaceport. Is that going to be a problem?
Is it like closed roof, or how are they
Yeah.
enforcing this?
Mm-hmm.
Who has control of that?
The head operations of the spaceport, I would assume. Do we need to fly out of the spaceport in order to leave? Or can your friend get us out of here?
That's an excellent question. He
I
did
don't
want
know,
to. Because do you need to leave the spaceport in order to be able to get us out of here?
I'm the only one who would know, so GM.
I mean, the way that I look at it, I don't feel like you do, which is why we used it before. Because, like, if you can teleport someone that's on a planet, and it's just teleportation, it has nothing to do with gravity wells.
Yeah, and I could effectively do hyperspace transport with the right stuff, anything within line of sight, or I could do line of sight distance wise. So, I mean, and I could do that while on a planet. So,
So we'll go with yes. You can do that.
yes.
Well, I guess it's not going to be a problem.
Okay, so you guys make your way over to the hangar where the ship is.
And there's a closed door. Which door will you want? Or is there a way to just like push a button from the inside and open up the door?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'll do that. After
Dirk looks around. So we're just gonna rob this perfectly good ship from this guy and then try to sell it later for credits? That seems questionable.
Well, we should return it if we can.
So Picaz will go to wherever the living guy presence he felt was and see if he's awake.
Yeah, he's asleep.
Picaz will try to read his mind for all the passcodes to the ship.
Because you're sure there were no Sith vessels parked here?
I didn't see any.
Can I roll like a perception? Does he have to roll a deception?
Yeah.
That's for mind reading.
Am I present in this? What?
Everyone is
most
here
people
for
are
this.
present. Yeah, if you want to roll perception, you can, Kalani.
Ugh. Darn. So close. Oh.
And because it's already well, actually that was just over comms. So
Didn't you already open the door?
yeah, but like I stealthed away.
He didn't go to greet you.
Yeah. I want to read
So-
mind for the passcodes.
So what was I able to tell?
You got the passcodes because
You're able to tell that you don't trust Picaz, and there's a good chance he's lying.
Because if there's a Sith ship here... Well, sorry, I didn't know that. Never mind. Kalani has to do it because she rolled higher. Never mind. So-
Because really, seriously, is there such ship here?
I didn't check every bay. There may be. I've got the codes to this ship. You just need
Oh,
to
Ajax
figure
knows
out
too.
here. And wait, you rolled. Oh yeah,
The other one was actually Dell.
it confused me for a second. I was like, oh wait.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Ajax also technically mind tricked earlier.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oops. It's like, we're not stealing a ship if we can steal a ship from a Sith. We're not stealing it from somebody else.
Jashar says, besides, if we steal a ship from the Sith, then we can sell it later in good conscience. Especially if we sell it in the Republic. They won't even care if it's a stolen Sith ship. And no one will be looking for it.
I turn around, stealth back to the guy, and start reading through his mind for things to justify stealing from him.
You see that he's like a typical
Is he a-
cargo freighter / smuggler guy, so he's probably smuggled some stuff in the past. Avoided
Does he
customs
smuggle?
and such.
Has he ever smuggled slaves?
Nope.
But we really need the money to repair our ship. Even this won't cover it.
Go pod racing.
I didn't catch that. What?
What's
Pod
that?
racing. It's a time-honored way of generating funds from prize money.
Especially if you have Jedi-like reflexes.
Yeah.
I know another way you can make 5 million credits.
How?
You guys already know. Just turn in Darth Krufade to Mr. R and get $5 million in credits for the bounty.
Okay. So. Okay, yeah, for that, then stealing the Sith shuttle would be better. Okay. Because shuffles off the ship.
Everyone walks
Come on.
on board this random stranger ship. Okay, never mind. We're leaving. Goodbye. Have a nice night, sir.
Kalani just sort
Because
of
it's still
blinks.
invisible, so you just hear some shuffling. After he says those words, eventually you just hear some shuffling past you at the entrance.
Kalani just sort of blinks, but doesn't want to argue with that lest she mess up because actually behaving, sort of.
Bay 3B. It's because heads off to the day. And then phase through the wall again.
Okay, so you guys make it aboard the Sith officer shuttle. And this time there's nobody on board.
Perfect. Any tracking?
Well, probably, but first we need to hack the ship.
Oh, I'm gonna get Ajax gonna help him out. If I can find the roll.
I was gonna help you. What do you have in computers? Just a 1 or 2?
That's you from. Let's see.
Because
His
has
is one.
Because has a 1 in it, but I also have the data pad that is a +1.
What's your overall bonus? Mine's 14.
Let me check. Mine's 16.
Okay.
Yes, because it has a lot of intelligence.
Yeah, so I'll help.
Hmm.
I'll help Dirk.
Okay.
Imagine.
You guys should probably get Dirk his own data pad, then he can have a +1. Yeah, so Dirk hacks into the ship and disables the tracking mechanism.
and gives us access to control of the ship.
Yes, that too. So whoever wants to pilot this thing, just step right up.
Because
Everything's
into the
unlocked.
pilot seat.
Nope.
I mean,
Dirk says, whoever wants to pilot this thing, and then
you like put your
everyone
hand up
dives in the pilot chair. I want to pilot it! And there's just a
I
giant
mean-
collision of bodies.
Kaz and Dirk were the closest to it because they were up on the command consoles.
Kalani is just looking on at it
John
like,
probably can
what?
help pilot it. So John will help pilot.
I mean, yeah, Ajax can also help pilot.
Listen, I'm the one moving us there.
Yeah, so
I'll be
should,
less disoriented.
okay. Also, then Del will turn to Jashar. Jashar, were you coming with us?
Oh, yeah, Jashar didn't walk onto the ship with everybody. But you don't ask that of Ajax?
Wait a minute.
That's true.
Then it finally occurs to Picaz. Ajax, you weren't with us when the whole thing happened. You don't have the shadow on us. You shouldn't be coming with us.
Like, I got Dirk into this mess. I'm not going to let him go without me.
You're just going to make things more difficult than they need to be. If what Del said is true.
Well, Alon's there too, right? They all need help. If I can help without being near you, I can still do something. It's better than nothing.
Del,
Dal turns, well, my vision, it seemed like when the shadow reappeared and all our allies were near us and near the shadow. So I'm not sure if him being further from us would be safe or not. But I don't think it's wise.
Ajax. Ajax.
For the danger of the mission, then I guess I won't come. If you let anything happen to Dirk, I'll be coming for all of you.
You let anything happen to him in all the time in between your fake death and now.
Yeah, don't mess it up now. He smiles at because and walks off the ship. Good luck, Dirk.
Thanks. Thanks for everything.
Gosh, just gives him a wry smile as all this exchange is going on.
Do you want to help me retake Ventwin from the Sith when we get back?
You can count on it.
He walks a little bit away from the others and whispers, just don't tell John that you're a Mandalorian. You get kicked out your other family members from the Resistance.
Wait, they're here?
Oh, yeah, you didn't know? They responded to the message that you sent out.
Then
They're-
Picaz remembers
They were
his
going to
evil plan
protect me in your absence.
and says, "Oh yeah, Ajax the Mandalorian. I wonder why he's not wearing his armor." Really, really loud.
Well, you should probably say that for next session since John's not actually here to RP that. So
I was messaging him that in the morning. I was going to tell him that.
And then Del presses the ramp button, and then Ajax off the ship, and they walk away.
And then I didn't roll a nat one.
This is important.
So then the ship teleports. Where exactly does Picaz want to teleport the ship?
System where Dila is. And we shouldn't be immediately detected because we don't put off the normal radiation that hyperspace travel does when exit or entering it happens. Let me remove my force point.
Yeah, now we can get rid of the Ventwin music. Yeah, so you appear somewhere in the Thela system, and the sensors of your ship detect 3 large Sith ships just hanging motionless in orbit over the planet.
So
We
we
should-
might want to think up a cover story for when we infiltrate their ship and this Sith ship.
So let's call it here for tonight.
Yep.
Alright. In that case, thank you guys for joining us in live with the game. I had a great time again. It's always marvelous to get to play and see if we can't blow stuff up.
You survived the session of the evil GM.
Yes, we did. Anyways, those of you joining in on YouTube, y'all have a good night and God bless.